Okay, our story for today is Paper Route Puppy. Max wheeled his bicycle slowly down the street. He counted the newspapers in his basket. There were enough of them. He counted the money in his pocket. There wasn't enough of it. Today was supposed to be Puppy Day. Max had planned to buy a puppy at Mr. Ross's pet shop, which was the last stop on his route. He had saved his paper route money for months now. In fact, Max had started delivering papers so he could save for a puppy. Max thought he had enough money this morning, but then his mother said, "Don't forget to buy a leash and a collar and dog food. A puppy needs those things." Max knew his mother was right, but he was tired of waiting for his puppy. Max delivered his first paper at Anatelli's music store. Mr. and Mrs. Anatelli could play every instrument in the store, even the drums. "Is today Puppy Day, Max?" called Mr. Anatelli. Max shook his head. "Maybe next month." He told Mr. and Mrs. Anatelli what his mother had said. Mrs. Anatelli patted Max on the arm. Then she hurried out of the shop. "Maybe I won't get a puppy at all," Max said. He picked up a drumstick and tapped on the drums. Max already had enough money to pay for lessons, and if he learned to play, he could be in the school band. But as he asked Mr. Anatelli about lessons, Mrs. Anatelli came back. "No, Max," said Mrs. Anatelli. "Wait and get your puppy. His barking will be music to your ears. You could call him Drummer." She handed Max a package. "Please take this to Mr. Ross." Max looked at the drums one last time, then went on his way. At Goldman's Book Nook, Max spotted a new book. It told all about a sunken pirate ship that had just been discovered. There were pictures of gold coins, cannonballs, and even the ship's bell. Max counted his money. He had enough for the book. "I'd like to buy this book, please," said Max. "Oh, no, Max, I'm sorry," Mrs. Goldman said. "I can't sell you that. It's the only copy I have. Besides, I thought today was Puppy Day." "I have to wait another month for a puppy," said Max. "I just thought I could have this book now." Max put the book down. Nothing was going his way today. "Well, you wait for your puppy. You could call him Pirate." Mrs. Goldman handed Max a package. "Please give this to Mr. Ross when you see him." Max put her package in with his papers. He got on his bike and pedaled to his next stop. At Mrs. Garcia's candy shop, Max knew for sure what he would buy. He would get enough candy to stock his treehouse until next Halloween. When Max tried to go into the shop, Mrs. Garcia wouldn't let him in. She didn't want to sell Max any candy. "A puppy's company will be sweeter than all the candy in my shop. You could even call him Candy," she laughed. Max still wanted to go inside, but Mrs. Garcia handed him a package. "Please take this next door to Mr. Ross." Max wheeled his bicycle to Mr. Ross's door. Puppies and dogs yipped and danced inside. The parrot called, "Hello." "I can't get a puppy today, Mr. Ross," Max said. "Well, that works out," said Mr. Ross, "because I can't sell you a puppy today." "Nobody will sell me anything today," Max told him. "Not drum lessons, not books, not candy, and I don't have enough money to buy a puppy." Mr. Ross smiled. "Well, that works out too, Max. Your friends bought a puppy for you." Surprise! Mr. and Mrs. Anatelli, Mrs. Goldman, and Mrs. Garcia crowded into the pet shop. Max couldn't believe it. It really was Puppy Day after all. "All you have to buy is a collar, a leash, and some dog food," said Mr. Anatelli. "Now open the packages we gave you." One by one, Max opened the gifts. There was a dog whistle from Mr. and Mrs. Anatelli, a dog book from Mrs. Goldman, and a dog biscuit from Mrs. Garcia. Now it's time to pick a puppy, they said. Max scooped up 3 puppies. 2 of the puppies wiggled out of his arms, but the fluffy white puppy stayed in his arms and even licked his face. "This is my new puppy," said Max. "Do you think I should name him Drummer or Pirate or Candy?" His friends didn't know, and Max couldn't decide. "One thing's for sure. I'm very lucky to have friends like you," Max said. "Hey, that's it. I'll call my puppy Lucky." The end.